In the women's 200 metres final, we've got a hot field again, but that lady used a bit of anger early on to win the 100, and she looks so impressive, and she made a statement to her opponents here. She's going to be hard to beat.
Well, we've seen what Sally does when she's angry, obviously at the Delhi Commonwealth Games with being disqualified the 100 and then coming out and running a brilliant hurdles. This is her third run for the night within a very short amount of time, but Sally would be really wanting to break that 23-second barrier. When you run this event and you're under, very close to 23 seconds, you just want to get into the 22.2. So I think based on what I saw actually in the 100 metres, she's more than capable. It just depends on the wind, Peter. It looks like a slight headwind at the moment, but that can change at any second.
Start list for the women's 200, and we're looking at Sally Pearson in lane 5. Miki Barber of the United States will chase her. Monica Hargrove will be chased by Sally Pearson. Tawia Whistle from Papua New Guinea in lane 2. There is the lady who won the 100 early on. The difference here to Melbourne, Mel, is that Barber will have Pearson in her sights. Remember, in Melbourne, Pearson got the most unbelievable start and blew by Barber after about 20 metres.
I think Barber was very shocked with that, so she does get to watch her. But then Sally then has the opportunity of having Charlotte Van Veenendaal on her outside, and she's also very quick and obviously a relay member with Sally, so Sally will be using her to get her around that bend. But she'll want to control it. She won't want to go out too hard early because she'll want to come home over the last 50.
Plenty of noise going on around the stadium, which sometimes means that the runners will stand up if they're not happy. But now we should be okay. So there are the two ladies to watch, in particular this lady, Sally Pearson, lane 5. Women's 200 metres.
Set.
Off now. Pearson got another flying start. By gee, she's beginning well in the 200. She's blown straight by Hargrove and Van Veenendaal, and Barber is left about 5 metres behind Pearson. Surely that's going to be too big a gap to overcome. Pearson with 70 metres to go. Well clear of Barber, who's running on well. It's all about the time now for Sally. Pearson beats Barber and Hargrove 23.13. So she won't be overly thrilled with the time, but I'll tell you what, she'd like to bottle her starts in the 200 and just keep on going like that for the rest of her career.
She is the most incredible starter, and the way she runs the bends is fantastic. And I know she might be slightly disappointed because, as I said, she probably wants to go under that 23 seconds. But just look at here. She takes over Van Veenendaal, it seems, between the 30 metres. And as you look back, Miki Barber seems like she's been left for dead as such again. But she just controls this race and trying to kick off that bend and hold her form, knowing that Miki Barber is going to come at her over the last 50 metres. But, this is impressive, Pete, because she is a hurdler and she's concentrating on the 1 and 2 this year, and she's running incredibly well.
And they've rounded the time down to 23.12 by the look of it, so Sally probably still won't be overly happy with that. She'd love to get through that 23-second barrier, but that was just such a dominant display, and it's all very well for Barber to be able to see Sally Pearson, but she needed a telescope to see her after about 20 metres or so. Sally Pearson in 23.12 was the corrected time in the women's 2. Miki Barber 23.41, Monica Hargrove of the United States in 23.54, and Laura Whaler led home the remainder in 23.84. All right, it was a completely dominant performance from Sally Pearson, but let's hear what she's got to say about the time after the women's 200.
Sally, you set such high expectations on yourself, and again, you don't look as happy as a lot of people are cheering for you in the crowd think at this point, but that start alone is electric and truly world class. I mean, if that alone must make you smile surely after that race.
Oh, the 100 was spectacular. I knew I had it in me. The 200 I'm still working on for my race plan around the bend. I mean, yeah, my start is good, but if it doesn't get me over the line in the time that I want, then it's kind of disappointing.
You don't win silverware in March, though, do you, Sally? There's a big year ahead, and you seem to be in very good shape for this stage of the year.
I've had a fantastic preparation, injury-free, and just training smartly and competing when I have to. It's really nice getting out and competing in your home crowd, so we don't get to do it very often, so it's really exciting to thanks for all the fans hanging out tonight. I know it's not the warmest night, but it's still great athletics.
We love watching you. Congratulations. Well done.
Thanks, everyone.
It is great athletics, and part of the reason it's great athletics is because of that young lady, Sally Pearson, who takes the 100 and the 200 as she did in Melbourne.